All right, so you got your content humming and you are starting to generate a ton of buzz around your brand. You have tons of raving fans. You're not just about how good your food and drinks are at your restaurant, but about you and your brand and the passions you're sharing with the world. So now it's time to bring your fans together. It's time to launch your digital community. You know, a lot of people think a digital community means social media, which makes sense. After all, the word social is right there in the name. But when I talk about digital communities, that is not what I mean. In 2017, yes, that was the best option for brands to build their fan clubs digitally. But times have changed. Social media is no longer social, it's just media. And that's why we actually covered that piece during the content creation part of this video series. So if you missed that, you can go back and watch the previous video. But your digital community is a space where you can interact with your fans directly one-on-one, and where your fans can interact directly with each other about your brand. So right now, the two best mediums for this is through text message and forums. And I know you're thinking, Dan, no chef or restaurant right now is doing this. And you know what? You're right. That is why this is such a credible opportunity for your brand before the rest of the world inevitably moves in this direction. You know, think back, there was a point where people said that exact thing about social media, but now Instagram pages for restaurants are ubiquitous and that market is oversaturated. That opportunity is gone. So whether your mission is to create a legacy, make an impact, or just generate tons of money for yourself from your brand, this is your opportunity. You know, we have people come to me and they say, hey, Dan, I want to grow my brand to leave a legacy as the best blank. That's great. We have people who come to me and say they want to grow their brand to give them a chance to make a massive impact on their local community or a cause they care deeply about. That's great too. And then we have people come to me and say, hey, I want to grow my brand because I've busted my ass in the kitchen for the last 30 years of my life, and I'm just ready to reap those financial rewards for my hard work. That is great as well. You know, whatever your reason is for building your brand, this is your opportunity, and that's what I'm going to help you do. So, like I said, the best way to do that is through a digital community, a space for your fans, a place for you to own your audience. And the two mediums I'm going to dive into are text message and forums, like a Facebook group, Slack channel, or Discord server. You know, these allow you to connect with your fans one-on-one and also allow your fans to connect with each other. But let's start with that one-on-one communication with your fans via text. So I'm hesitant to call this text message marketing. You know, that would probably be the accepted term in the industry, but this really isn't about marketing. This is about community brand building. You know, marketing is firing off a text to your list with something like spring cocktail is coming next week. Use this code for one free drink when you come in and buy an appetizer, something like that. Community brand building is sending a hyper targeted text message to your cocktail fans in your community with a message like, hey, we're rolling out our spring cocktail list soon. Any drinks you want to see on the menu? You see the difference there? Like one sounds like it came from a robot marketer and another sounds like it came from an actual human being. So you're probably thinking, how do I know who my cocktail fans are and text them directly? Well, enter modern day text message marketing platforms like Attentive or Community. Personally, I'm a fan of Community, and that's what I've used for the Wicked Tasty Mug Club and with all of our clients. You know, these tools have a couple of great features that are a massive upgrade on the previous text message tools of the prior decade and definitely over emailed lists as well. You know, first and foremost, they give you the ability to communicate directly with your fans one-to-one and one-to-many. The one-to-one communication also allows people to text you anything and for you to respond directly to them. In the past, many text message marketing tools only allowed you to communicate with keywords. So for example, if you've joined a list before, you know, chances are you had to text a specific keyword to join that list. And then when you got texted from the sender and you wanted more information, for example, there would be a prompt with like reply 1 to learn more. Not very personal. These new tools are. And if you're trying to build a digital community, you need to get personal. You know, think back to that intro video. People become fans of raving brand. People become raving fans of brands because of an emotional attachment. The more personal you can be, the deeper that attachment becomes. Secondly, these platforms let you learn more about your fans. You can create sub-communities or targeted lists based on how your fans are actually interacting with your text, which is pretty cool. So for example, you could set up a keyword for bourbon or cocktails. So anytime someone sends you a text using those keywords, you could segment them into their own list. So when you have an announcement about your new cocktail menu or about your bourbon program that you want to share, you know exactly who to text about it. And now, not that you need more convincing, but the other thing just to mention is open rates for text messages just blow email out of the water, like insane. 95% of texts sent through these platforms are read. How'd that compare to your last email blast? So once your text message communication is up and running, the next step for you to build your brand is to launch a forum, a place for you and your fans to engage as a community around your passions, around your brands. You know, personally, I'm very intrigued by this because once you have your own forum where people are actively engaging in discussions around your brand, around you, you've made it. That is the podium. This is for brands who win. You know, and your brand only gets to stand on top of that podium once you've actually created raving fans who have connected with the content you put out about your passions, and raving fans who have deepened their connections with your brand through that one-to-one communication. You know, currently the 3 best platforms to create your forum are either Facebook groups, Slack, and Discord. So how do you choose which platform is best for your brand? Well, ask your fans. Again, this is another reason why having that one-to-one communication channel is so important. My hunch is that Facebook groups will probably be the platform that most of your fans will be familiar with. You know, so this could be a very good place to start. Slack and Discord have a slight learning curve for new users and also have their own apps, like where most people already probably have Facebook installed on their phones. However, if your audience does indicate they'd be open to joining a Slack channel or a Discord server, either of those would be a massively better option than Facebook. You know, there's tons of flexibility with how to set up those digital spaces. You can have different digital rooms for different topics. So just to kind of dig into that a little deeper, we'll pick on our chef friend who we mentioned and as an example in our previous videos, you know, the person who's trying to inspire that generation of Italian Americans to get in touch with their cultural roots and heritage through food. You know, if they can set up their Slack or Discord with separate places, you know, for example, for people to discuss the food scene in Naples or the food scene in Rome or the food scene in Sicily, or even best Italian or authentic Italian restaurants in your local community, things like that, it gives you a great opportunity to really drive those discussions and those targeted engagements with your audience. But I will throw this caveat in there. Running your own forum is definitely not easy. You know, first, you need to have your community be active. If no one's posting or engaging, you know, there really isn't much value then in having that space. You know, if you're struggling to get people to join or participate in this forum, then that might be an indication that your fans aren't raving enough. So let's circle back. Let's make sure that the content we're putting out in those previous videos we talked about is landing. And let's make sure that we have really strong one-to-one communication with your fans. You know, another caveat with this, or something just think about, is you need to moderate your community. The topics being discussed and the things being said among community members is ultimately a reflection of your brand. You know, there's always going to be bad apples. So brands with digital forums have to be vigilant and active in moderating their discussions to ensure the space remains a safe, happy, and healthy place for every member. But once you start to facilitate good discussions, your forum will become very powerful for your brand. You know, once you have a place where people are actively participating in discussions about you and your passions without you even needing to be present, but all within the context of your brand, you've made it. Your brand has won and you have won. You now have a brand that can leave a legacy, make an impact, and bring you great wealth. But you can't just stop there. You can't just stop sharing your passions through your content or stop facilitating those discussions with your fans. You know, the world is changing quickly, and how brands grew just 5 years ago in 2017 is completely different than how they're growing today and how they will grow into the future. So that's why you need to continue to be active. Like, keep a pulse on your fans and always stay ahead of the trends and know where and how to reach them. And that's what we'll be doing here. You know, there's no set it and forget it strategy for building your brand. You need to be nimble and you got to be constantly iterating. You know, if your marketing team is still rolling with the same playbook they used 5 or 10 years ago, it could be time for a fresh set of eyes, just a new perspective on brand building. You know, that's what we do. We provide accelerator programs to teach marketers and restaurateurs how to jumpstart this new framework specifically for their brands. You know, we also are building a full digital library of courses and certifications for marketers and restaurateurs on these topics as well. And we also offer strategy and support services for marketers and restaurateurs who need help continuously navigating this new brand building landscape. So you can learn more about all of that with the website linked below, eatwickedtasty.com, or you can always email me, Dan at eatwickedtasty. So thank you. That is it. We made it through the video series. Thank you so much for checking this out. It is now time for you to put this framework into action. I am so excited to see your brand blast off to the moon and beyond. And of course, if I can help in any way, you know how to get in touch.